we are watcher, service in wholesome deeds, volunteer service in meritorious deeds. Number 6, Patidana. So instead of transference or transference, I think it's better to use sharing, sharing merit, sharing merit, Patidana. Pattanumodana is rejoicing in others' merit. And Dhamma Savana, listening to the doctrine, there is the teaching of the Buddha. And number 9, Dhamma Desana, expounding the doctrine. And number 10, Detti Jukama, stricting one's right view. So it is equivalent to believing in karma and its result. So if you believe in karma and result, you have the right view.
咁咧呢10種善業咧，或者帶俾我哋福報嘅嘢咧，第一種咧就係布施啦。咁第二咧就係持戒啦，持戒頭先我哋講咗5戒啦，亦都其他仲有8戒同埋10戒啦。咁8戒同埋10戒咧就係更高嘅戒行啦。通常我哋喺禪修嘅時候咧，就要持守更加清淨嚴謹嘅戒行啦。咁第3種咧就係禪修啦，包括修呢個止同埋觀啦。第4種咧就係話我哋去尊重值得我哋尊重嘅人啦，例如年長嘅人啦、長者啦，同埋咧一啲聖者啦，或者老師啦。咁第5咧就係服務啦，咁去幫助人啦。第6咧就係去分享自己嘅功德啦、福德啦。第7咧就係隨喜他人嘅善行啦。第8咧就係聽法啦，聽聞佛法啦。第9咧就係去説法啦，去教其他人啦。第10咧就係培養自己嘅正見。
Now the 10 bases of meritorious actions can be classified into 3 groups. So what are those 3 groups? One is Dana group, consisting of Dana, almsgiving, Patidana, sharing of merit, and Pattanumodana, rejoicing in others' merit. And number 2 is the Sila group, consisting of observing moral precept, that is Sila, and then the paying homage or reverence to the elders and holy person, that is Apajayana, and then volunteer service in meritorious deeds, we call Viyavacha. And then number 3 is Bhavana group. So Bhavana group consists of Bhavana, meditation, Dhamma Savana, listening to the Dhamma, and Dhamma Desana, teaching the Dhamma yourself, and Detti Yukama, having the right view, believing in karma in its result. And actually this Detti Yukama should be included in all the 3 groups, because only when we have the right view about karma and result, we perform all these meritorious deeds.
咁咧呢10種善行咧又分成3類啦。第一類咧就係布施類啦。咁布施包括去布施啦，亦都包括咧去分享功德啦、隨喜他人啦。咁第二組咧就係呢個持戒啦。持戒咧亦都包括咧，除咗持守5戒、8戒、10戒咧，亦都包括咧去尊敬供養啲值得尊敬供養嘅人啦。咁咧亦都包括咧去服務嘅，服務道場等等嘅。咁第3咧就係呢個禪修組啦。咁禪修培育心之外咧，禪修除咗禪修之外咧，亦都有聞法啦，去聽聞佛法啦。咁去開示佛法、説法啦，同埋咧培養呢個正見嘅。咁教授講咧，培養正見咧應該係包含喺3組，全部都包含嘅。因為咧有呢個知道因果個正見智慧之後咧，先至去做，先至會想去或者可以正確咁樣去做呢啲善行嘅。
Can we put up the chart number 1? The Chitta chart. Now I'd like to explain to you, just briefly, how significant these meritorious deeds are. if just by reading like this, you don't know about the significance of these meritorious deeds. So we begin with the dana group. So dana, almsgiving, is practiced by all religions. It is one of the best social practice, we should say. So those rich people, they can share their wealth and with the poor people. So giving help to the poor people, to the needy people. So donating to the hospital, for education, and for the propagation of the Buddha's teaching, etc. So these we call dana. So in the case of the Buddha, the teachings of the Buddha. So the Buddhas, he described in terms of the ultimate reality, what really happens in giving the dana. So the Buddha said, when we say, they offer alms to the temple, for example. So at that time, we try to overcome our greed, lobha, which usually overwhelm our mind. So greed and stinginess. Stinginess is machriya. Machriya is stinginess, is also an immoral mental factor. And lobha always makes you attached to your property and makes you stingy. You don't want to give to any other people. So now when you develop this almsgiving, we say, now you can develop lobha. There is generosity, and then you can get rid of that stinginess, and then you offer alms. So at that time you also have you look for the welfare of other people. So loving kindness also arises during that time. So at least these two, we say the generosity, benevolence, and loving kindness arise during the almsgiving. And now in the case of the Buddhism, we say if you also understand karma is result, so you know it is a very moral action, it will develop billions of moral karma, and it will condition you, it will bring you many benefits. So if you know such karma in result, you also have wisdom. So now we can donate with three, we say with three good roots: lobha, generosity; dosa, loving kindness; moha, wisdom. So we acquired three rooted moral karma. So like in the other religions, they don't know about these ultimate realities. What is happening in the mind, they don't know. They just know to help your countryman, your poor person, just to help that. So if you don't know karma in result, even when in your the donation, you can develop this Mahakusala Chaita, but it would be jnana vidyuta, not associated with wisdom. So in our case, when we understand karma in result, then we develop Mahakusala Chaita, which is jnana samyuta, accompanied by wisdom. So that means we get greater merit. We get greater merit. Okay.
咁咧我哋講咗啲實踐咧，咁教授咧就會想舉一啲例子咧，詳細咁樣去講喺阿毗達摩入邊咧，同普通嘅善法有咩唔同咧？咁首先咧，我哋講呢個布施啦。咁布施咧係任何咩宗教啊，或者世界好多人都會做緊呢個動作啦。布施即係話分享我哋嘅財產啦、物質啦，或者係我哋嘅資源啦，未必係物質上面嘅嘢啦，咁我哋都可以布施嘅，去幫助有需要嘅人啦。咁譬如有錢嘅人啦，可以去幫助冇錢嘅人啦，喺醫院啊等等啦。咁如果單單係呢個善行咧，就係即係大家都知道啦。但喺佛法當中咧，咁譬如尤其喺阿毗達摩當中咧，我哋咧就講緊咧係呢個究竟嘅實相咧係發生緊咩事咧？我哋布施嘅時候咧，我哋產生咗好多無貪嘅心嘅，而令至我哋可以將自己嗰啲資源咧去攞出去幫其他人嘅。咁呢個無貪嘅心咧， 因為有無貪嘅心咧，而對治咗我哋嘅貪心啦。咁貪心我哋每個人都有啦，或者減少咗我哋貪心啦，或者我哋吝嗇嘅心啦，或者孤寒嘅心啦。咁第二咧就係話咧，我哋因為係關注其他人啦，所以我哋咧亦都培養緊呢個慈心嘅。所以呢個無貪嘅心同埋慈心咧，呢啲善心咧喺布施嘅過程當中咧，就會大量嘅生起啦。咁仲有一樣嘢咧係一般人咧都做善事嗰陣時就唔會去考慮嘅，就係話咧，當我哋做善事嘅時候咧，亦都明白個因果嘅。我哋做一樣嘢咧，就係明白我做呢啲嘢咧係做緊善事，咁係代表我哋咩果報？我哋有咁樣嘅智慧，有咁樣嘅正見啦。咁所以咧，當我哋咁樣做嘅時候咧，我哋做善事嘅時候咧，唔單止有呢個無嗔無貪嘅心，咁我哋仲有一個無痴嘅心。咁咧，亦都係我哋所講嘅咧，就係自相應嘅心。所以咧，一般咧，如果我哋唔知咧，一般人做善事咧，就係有一個無貪同埋無嗔嘅心啦，就係呢個二因心啦。咁但我哋如果有埋智慧咁樣去做咧，就係三因心啦，同埋自相應嘅。咁呢個就係我哋即係有智慧咁樣去做嘅唔同。
So when we know that giving alms is a great meritorious deed, we perform very respectfully and very honestly. That is, we perform with asankarika citta. So with the very active volition, so again we get greater merit. And also, when you offer to a person of higher morality, higher virtue, you get greater benefit. So when we have the chance to offer to the sangha, so to the sangha is the monks. You should understand. In the monks, the Buddha is the head of the manhood, the sangha community. So if you say, "Oh, I'm offering both the Buddha and the sangha," then you get very great merit. Just like in the Shvedagona Pagoda, they make inscription on the building there. They say, if you just donate even 1 cup of the drinking water to the Buddha, or just 1 flower to the Buddha, which costs very little, then you get very great merit, and you know that these good karma can condition you to be reborn in celestial realm and human realm for many, many existences. So again, we understand when we donate. So during donation, moral minds arise by many billions, so we get billions of good karma. So the Buddha said, you donate just $1, and you will get $1 billion in every future existence. Whenever you are born, you already get the check for $1 billion. So it's very, very beneficial to do donation.
咁另外咧，嗰個布施嘅時候，做善事嘅時候咧，另外亦都一個好明顯嘅唔同咧，就係我哋布施嘅時候咧，例如我哋共爭嘅時候咧，我哋係可以帶住好大嘅敬意去做啦，好主動咁樣去做啦，有好強嘅意欲咁樣去做啦。咁呢個亦都係加強我哋呢個善行嘅呢個力度嘅。咁頭先教授舉例咧，就係話咧，其實佛陀咧就係僧團嘅代表啦。當我哋共爭嘅時候，我哋個心咧，即係佛陀而家唔喺度啦，但係我哋供嘅時候咧，個心入邊真係可以發心係供養緊佛陀因為係佢嘅僧團。咁如果我哋咁樣做嘅時候咧，嗰個善心咧係強好多嘅。咁當我哋做嘅過程當中咧，大家都知道啦，即係都聽過就係話數以億萬計咁樣嘅善心係生起嘅，而每一個善心都係帶俾我哋嘅善嘅果報啦。咁可能過程當中我哋淨係供養1蚊咁多啫，但係過程嗰個善心咧已經會即係會有佢嘅果報㗎啦。
Now this almsgiving can also support you to attain nibbana. That is the freedom from all suffering. and enjoying our eternal peace and happiness. So, if we looked in the Buddhist, the chronicle, like the Buddha himself, and a silent Buddha we call Pachika Buddha, and then the great the disciple of the Buddha, like Mahamoggallana, and the Khema Devi. So they all begin with donation. So they donate generously and they make the wish. May this the good merit from that arise from this donation be conducive to my attainment of enlightenment. Then it will support you until you attain enlightenment. For example, during the times of the Buddha, there was a poor lady. She is quite young. As she was poor, she had to look after the petty fee of other people. So she lived in a hut, in the fee, in the petty fee. So she had to make popcorn for her food, for daily food. She tried to make the popcorn. So just by frying them on a pan, you can get the popcorn there. And he just eat that, and with some water, she lived just like that. And one day, Mahakassapa, after he came out from 7 days, the extinction attainment, so he wanted to honor this lady, so he came to this hut. At the time when this lady was making the popcorn, when she saw the Mahakassapa, she was so happy, so she donated all the popcorn that she made for that day. Then she didn't know how to pray, to wish for Nibbana. So she just made a wish. So by this merit, may I know the Dhamma that you know. So that's a very good. The Dhamma they know is up to become the Arhat. So it's very high Dhamma actually. And now the Mahakassapa, he left. He said, may your wishes be fulfilled. And then he left. So this girl, she's just a young maiden, very happy. She returned to the hut, but while she returned there, there was a viper on the way, and the viper bit her, and she died. Now, though the viper bit her, it is not a good death. We say it is upagaraka karma, yesterday, destructive karma. But the destructive karma, do not bear result, because she was just rejoicing for offering the popcorn to the monk. So she was developing moral mind during that time. So that moral karma becomes the near-death karma. We call proximity karma. Yesterday we said. So this karma conditioned her to be born in Tavutin Saram. So she had a very beautiful golden mansion, decorated with silver popcorns. So she was known as popcorn lady, Lhasa Devi. Now when she was born, spontaneously, then she could remember, just now I offered the popcorn to the Mahakassapa. And now I die and I got such great luxury. Oh, this donation, it brings so much good result. Well, I have to continue doing meritorious deeds. So she came down and to the monastery of the Mahakassapa and tried to clean the monastery compound, and then fill all the water pots in there. So she was doing that for 3 days. And then she was discovered by Mahakassapa. So when Mahakassapa said, now the devotee, a lady cannot come to the monastery where only a monk is living. So it is the Buddha's Vinaya rule. So you please go up. You please go up. She said, please let me do meritorious deeds. I want to do meritorious deeds. So remember, just like sweeping and filling the filling the water pots. They belong to the Sila group. We call it the Viyavacha. Sila group, you get the Viyavacha. That's volunteer service in performing meritorious deeds. Actually, they can bring you greater merit than just offering your things. And then, as she was driven away, she went up to the sky and then she wept. So the Buddha had her weeping. So the Buddha sent his body rays, bright rays, to this lady, and then the Buddha's image appeared in the rays, and then the Buddha gave her a short Dhamma talk. So the Buddha said, my son, the Sangha, they have the duty to obey the Vinaya rules. And the donors, you also have the duty to perform meritorious deeds again and again. And then the Buddha gave a little further the preaching, and just by listening, she became a stream winner. So just imagine, just you offer some popcorn, and you get such great luxury. And then when you continue doing this Viyavacha, and then listening to the Buddha, so when you get all these things, you become enlightened as a stream winner. So donation is also very, very supportive to attain enlightenment.
咁咧，布施嘅功德咧好大啦，咁亦都可以咧係布施咧，亦都可以幫助我哋咧去到呢個涅槃解脫嘅呢個目標啦，亦都係一個善行啦。咁教授講咧，佛陀咧同埋好多必支佛咧，佢哋本身咧，佢哋行善嘅時候咧，亦都係由布施開始嘅。咁布施嘅時候咧，通常我哋咧就心入邊咧就係做一個作意啦，就係話願呢個功德咧係可以幫助佢成為到達涅槃嘅緣啦，助緣嘅。咁教授咧就舉咗個例子咧，就喺佛陀時候咧有一個後生嘅女士啦。咁佢咧就屋企好窮嘅，成日要喺稻田嗰度咧去睇田啦，同埋去咁佢食嘅嘢咧就係將嗰啲熟咗嗰啲麥咧就係即係正如用啲熱嘅pan 咧加熱整成爆谷咁樣自己食嘅，飲啲水嘅。咁佢係冇錢嘅。咁但係咧佢咧都好想去行善啦，即係做善事啦。咁有一日咧，大家善尊者咧由滅盡定入邊咧出咗定咧，咁去托缽嘅時候咧，就睇下去邊度托缽咧，就見到呢個窮家女啦。咁佢咧就去同佢托缽嘅。咁呢個女仔咧就好開心啦，有機會可以供養呢個出家人啦。咁佢就將自己所有嘅布谷咧就布施咗俾大家士。咁咧，但係咧佢又唔識得講啲咩嘢啊，將呢啲功德做啲咩迴向啊，佢又唔識得講。咁當時咧佢心急之下咧，就係講咗，淨係識得講呢樣嘢，就係話願我呢個功德咧可以幫助我咧，可以得到你咁樣嘅智慧。咁都好聰明嘅，因為大家士係阿羅漢啦，係嘛？咁樣咧，所以就像持戒第一嘅添。咁所以佢咧就做咗呢個功德之後咧，咁好開心啦。但係一擰轉身咧，想走翻田嗰度咧，就唔好彩俾個毒蛇咬死咗啦。咁佢俾毒蛇咬死咗咧，可以講係一個不善嘅業咧，毀壞業咧生效啦，令到佢還死啦。但係佢個心咧並冇俾呢個不善業咧係帶到去惡道啦，或者有啲不善心嘅，因為當時咧佢係好開心有機會供養呢個大家士尊者啦。咁當時佢死咗之後咧，就即刻咧就投生去呢個33天嘅，做咗個天人嘅。直情咧有好多嗰個大廈入邊咧有好多銀做嘅布谷嘅，佢食嘅。咁但係咧呢個女仔咧佢就冇忘記咗呢個做善事嘅功德啦。咁佢咧就而且好聰明，佢即刻咧就諗起，因為我去布施，所以先至可以即刻有個窮家女咧 死咗之後都可以投生做天人嘅。咁佢咧就俾咗時間咧，又翻返去大家士嗰個在人間嗰個道場咧，就係幫佢掃地啊、斟水啊咁樣做多啲服務道場嘅功德啦。咁但係咁樣做咗冇幾耐，大家士尊者咧同佢講嚇，其實我係出家人嚟嘅，你唔適合一個女士咧走嚟呢啲地方嘅，咁即係請佢走啦。咁呢個女仔咧就好傷心啦，即係冇機會做善事。咁佢咧就翻去天嗰陣時咧，就一路行一路喊，咁咧就俾佛陀聽到。咁佛陀咧就用佢嘅神通咧，就即係發出自己嘅體光啦，同埋整咗自己嘅樣咧，就向呢個天女咧去説法嘅，就同佢講，即係解釋俾佢聽啦，即係出家人要持戒啦。咁你哋呢啲人咧，亦都係可以繼續去做善事嘅。咁繼續同佢開示嘅過程當中咧，咁佢聽下之後咧，就喺呢個過程當中咧就證咗初果嘅。咁所以咧教授就講話你係幾好啦，布施下啲報功，咁樣咧就有咁嘅善心，有嗰個歡喜心。咁一路咧仲係就算投咗生，呢個善心都冇改變嘅。咁亦都可以去利益佢自己培養智慧啦，而好快咁樣可以證到初果。
Now, after performing meritorious deeds, it is wise to share the merit to all living beings. So when we share merit, we know that, we have done great meritorious deed. So we are glad to have all this good karma, and we like other people to get the same merit. So with very the good spirit that we share merit. So if you can share merit to 1,000 persons, they say your merit will increase by 1,000-fold. Because during sharing the merit, so we also develop moral minds by many billions. So we get billions of good karma. And it's also good to rejoice in other people's the sharing of merit, not saying sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So if you can really rejoice in their the meritorious deeds, then again you develop by many moral minds by billions, so you get also billions of good karma. So yesterday I told you the Venerable Moggallana, who is foremost in supernormal power. He visited the celestial realm very often to make interview, remember? So one time when he went to this Tawdimsa realm, he saw a very beautiful the golden mansion, a new mansion he didn't see in the previous visit. Now he saw this, this is a new one. So he said, I must interview the owner of this building. So he came, he approached the building, and the lady, the Deva, she came out and paid respect to him. Then he asked, what did you do? You get so beautiful invention. Well, she said, when that the rich devotee, we call the Visakha is a great devotee of the Buddha. So she donated to the Buddha Abhidhamma Monastery. Abhidhamma Monastery is a very great monastery. And then she shared merit to all living beings. And this the celestial lady, she said, and I said sadhu, 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 very joyfully. And then I got this big pension. So you don't need to spend any money, so you can get such good big pension just by saying sadhu.
咁咧，我哋做善事咧係做唔係款都可以包括晒嘅嚇。除咗布施咧，用智慧反思之外咧，咁咧又可以去我哋咧可以去回向去分享自己功德啦。頭先都有講啦。咁分享自己嘅做完善事之後咧，我哋咧就分享自己嘅功德，因為我哋知道咧，我哋嘅善業咧會有善報嘅，而我哋真心都希望咧，其他人都有，其他眾生都有咁樣嘅善報嘅。 咁呢個慈心啦，或者呢個佈施嘅心咧，亦都係一個好大嘅善心啦。咁教授講咧，佢話如果我哋回向俾1000個眾生咧，我哋個善行咧就成1000倍咁多嘅。咁同時咧，我哋咧亦都就算自己冇做到咧，咁亦都可以隨喜他人嘅功德嘅。人哋做咗善事咧，我哋隨喜他人啦。例如我哋做完善事，大家一齊聽完經之後，我哋分享完功德或者我哋都講撒都撒都撒都啦。咁即係Andrew 琴日都教咗大家好多次啦，收到。如果唔好唔記得做呢樣嘢啊！咁咧又有一個例子去支持呢個講法啦。咁咧喺佛陀時候咧，琴日教授都有講呢個目犍連尊者咧，因為神通第一，咁耐唔耐咧都會上天咧落地咧去睇下有啲咩周圍發生咩事咩環境。咁有一日去咗天界咧，就見咗一個新嘅宮殿喎，金嘅喎，以前未見過。咁佢就好奇啦，訪問下，忽然之間起得咁靚，新起嘅喎，咁發生咩事咧？咁當其時咧就有一個天女出嚟咧，就即係禮敬佢啦。咁目犍連尊者咧就問佢話即係點解投生喺呢度啊？做咗啲咩善事會咁樣咧？咁呢個天女咧就講咧，佢話咧喺佛陀嘅時代咧有一個供養佛陀第一嘅女居士咧叫 Visakha 嘅。咁大家可能聽到 Visakha 咧就起咗個道場咧，精舍俾佛陀同埋佢嘅真權住嘅。咁除咗呢樣之外，做咗好多善事啦。咁呢個天女咧，佢咧就喺 Visakha 咧去佈施完之後咧，佢咧就隨喜 Visakha 嘅功德。咁咧佢就隨喜嘅時候咧，佢就講撒都撒都撒都。咁就因為咁，佢真心嘅隨喜嘅心，即係隨喜人哋嘅功德，戥人哋開心咧，咁佢都會投生去天界嘅。咁所以咧呢個隨喜嘅功德亦都好大嘅。
Now in the Sila group, we have that Apajayana, the reverence to elders and holy persons. And that is a very good way of doing meritorious deeds. And it is a very polite way actually. So not like in Myanmar, when the young people, they pass in front of some elder person or their parents, they always bend their head. We bend our head, we go in front of them, showing respect to them. So if you can show respect, that means you can subdue your pride, and then when you pay respect to them, you develop moral minds by obedience. So you get very great merits by doing that. And then we never sit higher than the elder people, our parents, etc. And we should not eat first before our parents have eaten something. And then if we pay something to them, we always pay with 2 hands. That is in respect to them. So by doing that, you are getting billions of good merit. So not just like the Western people, they don't know this thing. So why do we, like the young people, they say, why do we respect the old people? They are human beings, I am human being. So they would just mock, they will never bend their heads. And then when they talk also, they use I. Just like in Myanmar, we don't say I, we say it. So we lower our, we pay respect to them. We call them very politely, and just like the getting onto the bus or the MTR. So when the young people they saw some elder people come, so they give the way. But now here just I look there, so everyone when they get the youngster, they just doing the iPod, they don't care any posting.
咁另外咧，嗰個其中嘅善行咧就係尊敬值得尊敬嘅人啦。咁例如我哋嘅長輩啦、長者啦、老師啦、師長啦等等啦。咁我教授講啦，喺緬甸咧 個風俗咧就係尊敬呢啲長者嘅或者師長嘅。例如咧晚輩後輩咧行過年長嘅人面前咧，或者老師面前咧係唔會惡高頭行嘅，因為係低少少身嘅，即係表示一個敬意啦。咁同埋咧，譬如我哋係遞嘢俾師長或者長者嘅時候，一定係雙手嘅，唔會單手嘅啦。咁亦都唔會好似我咁樣坐得高過啲長者啦。咁樣呢個知㗎嘛。